The latest wildfire burning in Oregon, which has prompted evacuations in Wasco County.
Yeah, the Dodge Miller fire is burning just west of the Maupin area, and it's already charred 1,000 acres in less than a day. Our Alma McCarty's there with the latest.
Here in Wasco County, you can't see much, but you can certainly smell the smoke in the air. And signs like this one direct drivers to seek a different route through this part of rural Oregon. In this video, you can see the great clouds of smoke rising into the air Tuesday afternoon as the Miller Road fire grows in size. Here's John Hendricks with the Office of the State Fire Marshal.
One thing that is concerning in that part of the state is that you have those dry fine fuels. So you get like that brush, that grass, those junipers, and they catch fire and they burn really quickly. So fire can spread pretty rapidly, pretty fast.
Governor Kate Brown invoked the Emergency Conflagration Act in response in order to draw in more resources to battle the fire. Meantime, local officials ordered level 3 and level 2 evacuations throughout the area. The latest update from the Wasco County Sheriff's Office lists a level 3 evacuation from Victor and Walters Road north and south side of 216 to Highway 197. The fire south of Ty Valley and west of Maupin.
The firefighters that we'll be sending in will be doing some structural protection and really trying to help those communities.
The Red Cross opened this shelter at Duffer School north of the fire. Jane Burke tells us it will be open overnight into Wednesday.
I know that Maupin, both sides of the river in Maupin are on level 2, so if that were to deteriorate, we might have more folks coming to shelter with us.
Currently, she says there's room for 100 people inside the temporary shelter.
I want to be ready in case people need us. We did have a couple people stop by today. We're able to get a motel, so they decided they would do that.
The state expects more crews and resources to arrive on Wednesday morning. In Wasco County, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
Let's bring in meteorologist Joe Ranieri in for Matt tonight.
And Joe, this area under a red flag warning, heat, dry conditions, and wind, a lot to deal with, really.
Exactly right. And those combinations you just mentioned are what crews are going to have to face heading into tomorrow. They're not going to be seeing much cooler conditions over the next couple of days in that side of the state. The other thing they're going to be dealing with is the wind, although crews are going to be getting a little break from the wind out there throughout the overnight hours. I have Futurecast queued up here early tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You can see winds near the Dalles and throughout that part of the state are going to be relatively calm, but as you head to the later part of the morning, the winds are going to pick up once again, gusts up to about 25, 30 miles per hour. And I looked at some of the observations from earlier today near that fire. Gusts were right around 30 to 40 miles per hour. I don't think the gusts will pick up that high heading into tomorrow, but again, they're not going to be getting much of a break from the conditions that they'll be dealing with here the last couple of days. There is a red flag warning in place, fire weather in place until tomorrow night at 9 o'clock along parts of Highway 97 in the east end of the Columbia River Gorge. And again, we're still going to be continuing to see some intense thunderstorms move throughout the central and eastern side of the state as well over the next couple of days. So that's going to be the other troubling part for crews who are working on wildfires across the state. At last check, it's unofficial numbers right now, but the state of Oregon so far are looking at nearly 3,000 acres of burn just in the last couple of days. And coming up in my detailed forecast, you guys, I'll talk more about the warmer conditions that I'm forecasting later on this week.
All right, thank you, Joe. Let's return to our